Hi everyone. So today we're extending our knowledge of the angles and we're looking at different types of angles and how we can use our knowledge of angles to help us find missing ones. So if you don't have a protractor or it's not drawn to scale, you can still calculate the missing angle based on your knowledge of them. So today we are looking at angles on a straight line and what they all add up to. So angles on a straight line always measure 180 degrees. And that is because if you think about it, it's half a turn. As you can see here, 180 degrees is half a turn. And obviously we know that a full turn is 360 degrees. So if I have half of this, it will be 180 degrees. Now, we can also use this knowledge to help us understand that there are two 90 degrees right angles in a half a turn or in 180 degrees. And that is because we know that 90 degrees or a right angle is the same as a quarter turn. And obviously 2 quarters, we have 1 quarter here and another quarter here would make half a turn. And then finally, it's the same for thinking about if we had a quarter here, which is 90, half of that is 45. So we have 4 lots of 45 degrees make up a straight line angle of 180 degrees. So the main piece of knowledge that you need for today is the fact that a straight line angle, the angles on a straight line, add up to 180 degrees, and this is because it is half a turn. So we can use these known facts, okay, that the angles on a straight line will always add up to 180 to help us calculate missing angles. So as I said before, we don't have a protractor to measure this missing angle, but we can use our knowledge that the angles on a straight line will always add up to 180 degrees in total. So if you think about it, we essentially need to do 180, take away this given angle to find this angle. And that is because if I'm thinking about a bar model, apologies that this is not the most straightest line, but I know that you know that I'm using my mouse pad, which is a bit tricky. If I had 180 here, and I had one of my given angles, which is 120, I want to find out what this missing angle is. And therefore, because this is the missing angle, it's essentially the whole is 180, I'm taking away 120 from it, and that would give me the missing part, the missing angle. This is really just a bar model, but in a different format. So let's have a little look at this. Now here is slightly different to the previous one because this has 2 given angles here, but still 1 missing angle. And you need to find out what the missing angle is. So have a little think about how you could use your knowledge of all the angles on a straight line totaling 180 degrees to help you work out what the missing angle could be. Okay, this is where I'm going to show you some steps for solving this. So, steps to finding the missing angle. First thing you would need to do is identify the given angle measurements in degrees and add these together. Then you need to subtract, like we did before. So we had the given one, which we subtracted from 180. And that would give us the missing angle. And then to double check that that is the missing angle, you basically need to add all the angles together, including the missing one you've calculated, and check that it totals 180. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this really step by step with you to model how to do this. Then you're going to have a go. So here it was. Here was our given angles and our missing angle. This was what I just showed you. So step 1. Identify the given angle measurements in degrees, so the ones that are already given to us, and add these together. So I've got 30 and 45. So I'm going to add those together. So 30 and 45, 75 degrees. And you should put your degrees in there as well. So we've added the given angles together, but I still don't know what this missing one is. So to do that, I need to subtract this total from 180. So I need to do 180 subtract 75. And this is basically because on the previous one here, we had our given angle. We subtract that from 180. Now we have two given angles. We've found out what they are in total, and we need to subtract the given angles away from 180 to find this. Now you can do this in different ways if you want to. You can do a written method, you can do it in your head, it really doesn't matter. It's just a case of you have to do 180, take away the given angle. So that would be 105, okay? So 105 should be our missing angle here. Now to double check that that is correct, we would need to add all the given angles and the missing one together. So we need to add 30, add 45. Apologies, this is being very temperamental. 45 and 105. So 5 and 5 is 10. 3 add 4, add 1 is 8. And then we've got our 100, haven't we? So it totals to 180. So we know that that is definitely correct, that 105 was the missing angle. So I would like you to now pause the video and use these steps to work out this missing angle here. So pause the video and have a go at following the steps. Okay, so you should have had a go at that by now. So first thing was to identify the given angle measurements in degrees and add these together. So these are the given ones, 106 and 24. And we need to add those together. And you should have got 130 degrees. So once we've got our angle, we say we need to subtract this total from 180. So 180, take away 130, and you should have got 50 degrees. Now, to double check that you've got the right answer, what you had to do is 106, add 24, add 50, which should have got you to 180. So give yourselves a tick if you got that correct. Okay, got one more for you to have a go at. Work your way through the 4 steps and we will go through the answers. Pause the video now. Okay, so you should have had a go at that by now. So first things first, identify the given angles, 132, add 33, and then you needed to add those together. So you should have had 165. And then you needed to subtract this total from 180. So 180, take away 100. And this should have given you 15 degrees. So that should be your missing angle. Now, to double check that, you then need to add 132, add 33, add 15, and this should have got you a total of 180. Okay, so that's the knowledge that you need for the orange and the red challenge. The orange challenge is working out where there's 2 given and 1 missing, or 3 given and 1 missing. And the red challenge is where you have at least 4 given angle measurements that you need to add together, and a fifth missing one. So choose your challenge and good luck.